Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Record. Today I am honored to have an exclusive interview with Kate Statham. She is singer and songwriter. Kate, welcome to Record.
Hi Sarah, thank you for having me.
When you have good thoughts, they shine off your face like stars.
Kate, your voice carries such warmth and storytelling. Who inspire your vocal style?
My first thought is I would be here all day if I was listing singer-songwriters that have inspired me throughout the years. So I will share a specific memory I have from the early 2000s. There is a band named Tool. Many people know of them. Maynard James Keenan is known for his raw vocal power and his ability to hold notes for a length of time that is just incredible. So in the early 2000s, he came out with a second band called A Perfect Circle, very melodic, a departure from Tool, but he also brought his vocal prowess into the mix, and he showed a side to his voice that inspired me deeply. He sang with emotional depth, with control. The restraint used to give me goosebumps because I know his vocal power from Tool and I know what he's capable of, and yet he served the song, and I just remember thinking I want to be like that. And a lot of the lyrics I remember reading for their debut album was about his mom who was very sick, and I felt that translate through, and I think that's why I found him such a great vocalist, is his control, his emotional depth, the nuance and restraint. His voice is very haunting and one of my favorite singers.
How did you first discover your love for music?
Like many of us in indie music that work really hard to create and find the time to write our songs, I think it's not even a choice. It's been with us for as long as we can remember. And I know that's certainly the case with me. Being a toddler, whether I was humming to myself or singing my little songs, I know at 9-10 years old, I loved to record video game music and then create top-line melodies, usually very cheesy. And I had a band when I was like 10 with my friend from gymnastics that I had started, where we did vocals. We wrote some really cute stuff, and then in my teens I started playing guitar more and learning piano a little here and there. So that's the beautiful thing about music. There's so much to learn, and your growth there's so many ways you can take it. So music will and has always been a part of my life.
Many of your songs seems very personal. How do you translate emotions into melody?
I think it's impossible in my personal life to always share something that I've experienced, because I don't live a lifestyle that has drama after drama to even write about. So I take shreds of truth from my life of things I've experienced and then expand upon them. Or I put myself in a character's shoes and try to empathize with what that must be like as I write about it. And I like to just create atmosphere and wrap. I like to wrap a listener around a feeling or a vibe and let them decide, or at least that's my hope.
Which songs of yours do you feel most connected to, and why?
At the time they were written, I felt connected to every single one, otherwise I wouldn't have released them. But there are ones that I can listen back and still resonate with. The Fog is one. A lot of the ones that I wrote during that Ghost Girl song cycle, where it was just fun because any haunting theme was redeemed by an angelic quality. It was a concept album that 12 Below and I had come up with for fun as we were doing the writing process. But I mean, I'm kind of one of those people that every new song is my next best favorite song. So
what has been the most rewarding part of your artistic journey so far?
Apart from the magical feeling when a song is finished in the studio and it's mixed and it's mastered well and it comes out feeling like a sonic hug. I would say the comments that I receive on YouTube make my day. I really enjoy reading who's listening and how it makes people feel and how people can connect to it. So that means a lot to me.
How do you see women's voice shaping the modern music scene?
I think that women have a lot on their plates, so whenever they can carve out the time to make music for themselves and to share with other people, I think that's special. And I think it's really neat in the indie music community to see other women lifting up other women. There's too much negativity and tearing down other women by comparison, competition, when we all, I truly do believe this, we all have our own unique set of gifts, and that's all you can do. You can't be someone you're not. So to tear down someone who you think has something that you don't is just wasting your own energy that you could be putting towards your own growth. So that's what I like with women and men in the indie music scene is genuinely commenting and caring and sharing their stuff, because when we lift others, we're lifting ourselves as well.
Kate, can you describe your creative footing? Where usually your songs begin for you?
Almost always in a notebook, because like many songwriters, if you do not write it down or sing it into your phone or use it, you lose it. So I have all these little song seeds, brainstorming sessions. A lot of them happen in the car. It's kind of neat when you're focusing on something else, but then a song pops in and you can just like very quickly sing it to your phone. I've been in the grocery store where that's happened. So anytime a melody pops in my head, or a lyric line, or a song idea, or even if I'm listening to something else and I'm in love with a bass line or a production technique, write those down. Write them down, return to them, and create something in your own unique voice, in your own way, with what just inspired you.
If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be?
My first thought is some historical cathedral with beautiful acoustics, stunning scenery, and whether it's an intimate performance of just vocal and piano, or even a chamber orchestra, something that would just be so beautiful to listeners and envelop them in just such a beautiful sound. That would be something I would love to do sometime.
What advice would you give to young artists to follow their dreams?
I think that your dreams are communicating to you something you need to do in your life. So you should never ignore that. You should take action. A lot of songwriters and imaginative people stay in their heads a lot. So make sure you get out of your head and you take some actionable steps. That would be my biggest advice, is make mistakes, meet people that you admire their abilities and learn from them, and have fun. I think that's important too, to have fun on your journey.
What does record presents for you?
It represents a lovely support system in the indie music community to get other people heard and get ears on their music. And I really appreciate the time and the opportunity today. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Kate, for this exclusive interview, and I wish you all the best.